Welcome back. Rico Moneybags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out on any future updates. We're going to play a track for the intro as we fill this up. This is a $500 giveaway stream. I'm going to tell you guys how that's going to happen, exactly how that's going to happen. But we definitely got to get the numbers up. And while we do that, we're going to play some jams. Let's see how bullish you guys are right now. Let's go. Don't tell me you're tired right now. We got to turn up a little bit. Welcome in, everybody. Let me get the chat going. Let's go. Hold up, fam. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. We're live on Rumble. We're kicking it. We're twitching it. We're punching it. We're not playing around, fam. So go ahead and get your communities in here, and let's have some fun together today. What happened to the track? What, they paused the track? Got a gold card. What? They paused the track on us. It was too bullish. And the titles were not updated. Let me update the title. Let's see if it updates them and it'll switch it around for everybody as we're live already. But it's actually a $500 giveaway stream. And maybe you guys will be the only ones that see it because, you know, we're the ones pulling up right now and got that bell notification lit. I don't know if X is actually going to update it now that it's already live, but I could see possibly YouTube actually updating it as we're live. I'm not sure why I didn't update all the titles, but you know, that is streaming services at its finest. Let's get everybody to pull up. Let's talk about what's going on with cryptocurrency right now. Very volatile right now, shaking everybody about, you know, people, you know, the sentiment's not the same. People are like, what's going on? And, you know, these are corrections. These are things that have to happen. Obviously, there's all the war stuff going on, so people get scared in the market. No rest. I know. No rest for the wicked. Right back at it. Yeah, we got work to do, man. It's a bullish day. It's a bullish day. And I had our track playing, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't. What's going on with that? It's like they don't want to play the track now. Why? Because I'm live. What's the deal with that? That's crazy. Right. Let's try this again. There we go. Let's try that again for everybody. Let's get the numbers up. Share the stream. We got Mr. Mo in the place to be. Saphir, what up, brother? 100%. Let's go. It's a $500 giveaway. Let me know if the title on YouTube, if you guys refresh your thing, if it says $500 giveaway on there. I don't think X is gonna update it, which is a shame, but you know, make it easier for you guys to get it anyways, which is all good. It's all good. We'll do 10 $50 giveaways. And yes, there's a catch. You guys got to join this TG that I have, which a lot of you guys already joined up. And honestly, you know, those who are tapped in with me, I mean, it's like I told you guys I was going to squeeze them for some stuff for you guys. I mean, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So come over here to this group over here. Join this group. All you got to do is sign up, and I'll get your UID number, and I'll put $50 in there, right? And that's what we're going to do. Let's go. See the stream climbing up, man. That's my jam right now. It's hard not to listen to that and not get pumped up. All right, welcome in, fam. Welcome in. That's a new intro, just to let everybody know that we're bullish AF on XPX, and I'm bullish AF on this community. I'm bullish AF on this team. I'm very bullish. The trading cards already, we'll open them. We'll do the opening. We'll definitely open some more. I'm glad you reminded me too. We'll definitely open some more cards. Let me get I got the box right here. 1 second. I got the box right here, so we'll have a fun stream today. We'll do this, open some more cards, And we'll also do some giveaways for those that are tapped in that Telegram group. And I'll help you guys trade, and we'll get some trades knocked out where there'll be profitable trades. But just, meet me halfway. Join the Telegram, sign up using that referral link, which is this one right here. Make sure you guys use this. Otherwise, that bot will kick you guys out. That link is expired. Okay. Maybe because they updated something. I appreciate you letting me know that. How can I get it? Okay, we're live right now. I'll post a link it's in the Moneybags Mansion right now, and possibly the link might work down below. That's in the description. But I appreciate you telling me that. So like that, I can look into that after the stream and make sure I got a fresh link for everybody. But yeah, we'll open this up. We'll do some giveaways. This link right here, this is the link that you're gonna need. Once you're inside that Telegram, you're gonna want to already be registered through this. Otherwise, when you join it, if you don't register, it will actually boot you. So yeah, so definitely. Oh, I posted it twice. All right, so we'll open these up right here. This is a lot of fun, and then we'll definitely just continue to talk about cryptocurrency at the same time, right? We'll do some giveaways, we'll have some fun, and we'll talk about what's going on in the market. Let's see what communities pull up. Nice, solid space. War on Rugs. Welcome to the jungle. Let the gorillas know we are live over here. We got some great things to talk about. I mean, the market's going to do what the market does, but we turn it right around and we continue to develop. I mean, a lot of people got to hear about Smart DeFi today, which is very bullish if you guys ask me, right? The War on Rugs is welcome to the jungle, the ape tanks. People get to hear the Smart DeFi mantra. They get to hear what we're doing and what we're building. And if you hear that enough and you understand really what's been being built and with the opportunity we have, then, these market fluctuations and these dips are not going to scare you too much. This is normal in the space, right? These things are going to continue to happen, especially if there's some uncertainty, right? The minute it's like, war, what's going on? That brings uncertainty. So people get a little bit more scared to get into the market. But really what they do is give you another opportunity. We saw Bitcoin pull back a little bit and then it bounced right back up. And we're seeing a bit of a pullback again because obviously we lost that 50 moving average. The 4-hour chart is letting people just really knock it out the park right now. So we got some great trades to be able to set up. I like trading Solana on this. If we go to the daily chart on Bitcoin, this is where it gets a lot of fun. This is where it's really nice. So pull up, fam. I mean, get everybody in here. This is important right here because although the market gets scared and all these things, Bitcoin on the daily chart, when you zoom out, is literally letting you guys know, can sign up for BYDFi in the UK. Just send me the 50 of XPX when I win. We're going to be doing, whoever's in that TG, I'm just going to pick the winners and just do it like that. And we're just going to, those people are signed up, but I'll figure out a way to, we'll probably do like a StreamYard stream and see what's up with that and do some giveaways. Anyways, we could just pick them random anyways, right? We could just have fun and just pick a random comment. So right now we got BTC on the daily chart looking really healthy. Looking really healthy. People might say, what? Looking healthy? Well, it bounced right off the 50 moving average again. And we got that long wick on the bottom. Buyers did step up. I did say, and I will be very transparent with you guys. Second link worked. Okay, cool. And I'll be transparent with you guys. If we broke underneath the 50, it would kind of be a little bit bummed out. But bummed out to what? Is the market over? Is Michael Saylor going to stop buying? Is BlackRock going to stop buying? Most likely not, because a lot of prophecy is yet to be fulfilled as far as that Bitcoin rainbow chart. That thing fills out one way or another. It's going to happen sooner or later. It will happen. But, if we broke underneath this 50 moving average, it would be, possibly coming down to 96,000. Maybe even 89,000. You have to be able to handle that and stuff like that. Let's put on the Blunt House indicator. I think this is a great example right here. Even with this pullback and this bounce on the 50 moving average, this indicator hasn't even put a sell signal, which is pretty bullish if you ask me. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart on BTC, see what we got going on as the room fills up and we get some more people to pull up to our stream, fam. Okay, so right here we got 4-hour chart. We got the sell signal with the Blunt House, no buy signal just yet, and it's looking like it wants to fill that. But a lot of times we get the first mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese. That's exactly what we kind of talked about when it was pulling back and going into these pullback scenarios, right? Cross-pollination in the jungle spaces is great to see. Absolutely. It truly is. It truly is. And it just shows like how much were needed in the space as far as XPX. There's a lot that we have to offer, actually. It's just, we got to keep getting the word out there. That's what's going on. So, BTC, as we lower the time frames, we can see that, it's finding support on that lower value range, right? We could see that, 4-hour chart, 3-hour chart, we bounced right off of that. Let's let that load up, right? Wicked way down here and turning it right back around. We start to layer this up. No buy signal yet, but lower value range can be going towards the 50 moving average. But a lot of times, shout out to Blunt, when it does the first retest, it can fail. The thing is with BTC, it could just have a really bullish breakout out of nowhere and psych you right out. That's why a lot of these things, it's a big set it and forget it type of scenario, because you don't want to you just don't want to miss out overall. So here we got BTC on the hourly chart. This is a pretty, easy chart to digest. Let me remove the indicator so it's not too loud. Just so you guys can see the 50 moving average. Pretty simple to see. Break underneath the 50. It's been trading underneath that the whole time. What are we looking for? To break back above the 50 moving average. It came right down to the point of control. Now it can fail and head lower, which that's $100,000 BTC. And we all know that BTC could easily do that to, snatch some longs off the table or whatnot like that, the market makers to do their thing. But whether or not it has the potential to turn it back around, I really think that we're in that moment where we're out of that overall downtrend that we were over here on the daily chart since February. That was after we were, pretty much overbought for quite a bit, right? And we got to pull back, we got to reset things. And right now we're still holding above the, this 50 moving average really strong, and Bitcoin showing a lot of strength as far as, it pulled back after this nice little pump back to 100K, but where did it pump back? Where did it pull back to? I mean, exactly to the 50 moving average and started moving right back up. You can see the buyer stepping up. So I think we're seeing some bullish momentum pick right back up in BTC. You're going to have those knee-jerk reactions when the news is putting all that fear corn out there for everybody. But if you stay locked in, you're going to be looking pretty good, because this is what we're looking for. I mean, at the end of the day, can BTC fulfill what it's done before? Can it go into the yellow? Am I just wishing on this rainbow and it's just a rainbow? Or is it a bunch of other things that's actually, playing its role with this as well, right? Like Michael Saylor and all these companies that are, essentially going to be acquiring BTC nonstop, fam. That's just what's going to keep happening. So there's a lot more reasons why it can go into the yellow and the orange than it had all these other reasons, and it did. I don't see why not this time it won't do it as well. What I feel like is like there's a lot of market manipulation because there's a lot of bullish news and the price doesn't pump. There's one bad tweet and the price pulls back, so there's some kind of price suppression right there as far as, keeping BTC as long as they can under 110 as, the big players continue to accumulate. So that's up to you what you do with that information. Are you positioned good enough that, later on the next halving, the cheapest BTC is, 324,000? Even if after this next Bitcoin halving it just stayed in the blue, we're way past $250,000 BTC. How can it get there? Because all this is going to play out, right? So looking very bullish on the market as far as what's going on with BTC. I know these pullbacks put a little bit of fear. You start to see people paper hand their favorite projects because they're like, oh my God, is it over? Everybody's trying to play this game. Is it over? Is it not over? Is it over? Is it not over? It's not over. Okay. We haven't had the altcoin season. We haven't had the things that usually happen. The thing is that people are trying to time it exactly how and when it's supposed to happen. The thing is that it's just going to happen. It's natural for this Bitcoin dominance to be very strong and everybody to FOMO into Bitcoin. And then eventually, where people start to take profits and start to look for some lucrative positions in the altcoins. And that's where you have that sensation of a bigger rush into the market, right? So shout out to Bitcoin and everybody pulling up representing Bitcoin. Let's go to ETH. Let's see what's going on with ETH really quick. Shout out to AD calling ETH the wet noodle right here, holding strong on, let's go to the daily chart. Did something very similar. This point of control, sideways trading, and wicking down to this 50 moving average, and most likely going to have a continuation. BTC will have that next leg up, and everything else is going to have that next leg up. What you're seeing is a fire sale for the next move up, right? Depending on how you want to trade it, obviously, right? So looking pretty good as far as ETH, if you ask me, because BTC is looking pretty strong, and ETH is still also holding above that 50 moving average. So that's looking good, right? Let's go to Solana. Let's have some fun right here. Underneath the 50 moving average, it's working to get above the 50 moving average. It's lagging behind, the rest of the assets. It kind of, jumped ahead of the game getting underneath the 50 moving average, and that's why it's been a little bit bearish. But you can see where it pumped back up to the 50. Usually that first retest, it does get rejected, but it came back down and the price was getting snatched up right here, as you can see where that point of control is at, and we have all this previous price actually doing some action right here. So this is a price that Solana is familiar with, that it likes to come down and test and hold on to, and then, possibly have a continuation. So let's see if Solana can get above that 50 moving average. It had some moments where it has. I think these are pretty good prices on Solana and some pretty good trades. You guys saw some of the trades that I did yesterday, was in, out. I mean, and really just knocked them out the park. But I'm seeing Solana have some good potential right now for some nice trades, potentially coming up to 182. If you want to hold it even a little bit longer and really waiting for this upper value range, that 200 and some change for Solana on a nice long position could be pretty profitable if you ask me. Now, if BTC pulled back and the market got scary and this daily chart, BTC pulled underneath that 50 moving average, you might want to reassess, how you're playing the market and stuff, because everybody's going to want to react to it. And I even think that even if we came back down to these prices, I still don't think the run is over, because we haven't fulfilled this. And that has to be fulfilled. So we're seeing fire sale prices on ETH, Solana, and let's go to BNB next, fam. Yes, BNB right here. Let's go to this one. Holding above the 50 moving average, and another great example of the charts looking very similar as far as breaking the lower value range, coming from the lower side to the higher side, trading on that point of control, buyers shaking hands right there, and then bouncing off the 50, letting you know that the trend is still essentially intact. And this is where you start to layer some indicators to see if they let you know that, and the way that you interpret them, right? And is that something that you see happening right here? But I could see where on Binance this is going to be flickering green once again relatively soon, especially if BTC kind of continues this next leg up. And what you do is you start to layer this up and see what it's looking like. So it's actually looking like it's still in the downtrend, low dip, but let's keep going. And this is where you're seeing that dip trying to be eaten up, this 50 moving average coming down, trying to get broken out of. This is the 15-minute chart where it's actually first starting to break out of it, but coming back down. So there's some work that still needs to be done right here with BNB as far as, the upside. And BNB, honestly, is very choppy to trade. Like, as far as, I'd rather trade Solana on futures than trade BNB. It's just the swings are a lot smoother. They're a lot easier. I'm more familiar with it. I love BNB. XPX is on BNB, but when it comes to that Solana chart, it's a lot easier to read the chart. It's not, it's almost like lagging behind Bitcoin, where sometimes because Binance is so big, sometimes it can have a mind of its own, but Solana is catching up to that point, right? So that's BNB, everybody. We covered Solana. Let's go to AVAX, and then let's have some fun on Smart DeFi. Let me know what you guys are buying, what you guys are not buying. We even had Noma token up on the thing. It should be probably up on the YouTube channel. Possibly. Let me see if it updated over there. But the X account did not update. Okay, let me check content really quick. Come over here. Okay, yeah, on YouTube is live. $500 giveaway. We can see it right there. So make sure you guys tap in. To get the $500, you guys got to join this TG right here. This is the way you guys get to those $500. Join the Moneybags Trades and use the referral code link. This one right here, do it ASAP, because you guys are the originals that always pull up to the stream, and there's 10 winners, $50. So pull up, fam. There's going to be more of that happening for you guys, and we're going to keep doing that. So like that, you can print off these exchanges and put it into your favorite projects, right? Speaking of favorite projects, I think AVAX is probably going to be one of those favorite projects for everybody. AVAX has been looking really good. I think it's undervalued, even more so now, down to 18.97. Let me look at Arena while we're here really quick. Let's go to Arena. I've been layering these two because this is how I'm watching it. Look at Arena now, fam. Look at what I told you guys about this thing. Look at what I told you guys about this thing at $10 million market cap. Look how long they consolidated for. It's at $43 million. I haven't even checked that wallet. And it's still cheap. it is still cheap. I need you guys to understand that this arena is gonna stop chasing stuff and look and get some really good utility in your life, because look at this breakout. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in with me. If you're in the Moneybags Mansion or you're a subscriber to this channel, told you guys it was like 9 point something million. I said, I don't care what price is that at. Don't touch it for like 5 years. And you're looking at the Facebook of the future right now. Wait until the streamers get on this. Wait until Kai Cenat, IShowSpeed, and all these people, get on this platform. It's going to be a wrap, fam. I mean, this is, a multi-billion-dollar project sitting right here in front of your guys. It's right there. I mean, how impressive is that, man? Nice little 4X. For you guys there. More to come, though. More to come. Don't worry. You guys stay tapped in. That's what we do over here on this channel. That's why you guys need to share the live, share the vibe, and this is what we're gonna do. But this is associated with AVAX, and AVAX price is still trailing behind. I think buying any little bit of AVAX and just parking it would be pretty good, because this thing is going to be explosive no matter what, and people have to buy Avalanche to play with this, right? And as people continue to play with this, they're going to be buying more AVAX and more AVAX, and then that brand recognition and that credibility of AVAX is going to be really strong once again. Really cool to see that, man. I love seeing that right there. And again, what they did was break over the 10 million, and now, what did they do? They're fighting that 50. They broke 50 and was going to go towards 100, which I know they're going to, and pulled right back down. They'll probably come back down to 30, but what's the difference if it's going to a billion, right? Just get a bag and park it. Stake it to make it, fam. That's what it's all about. Man, shout out to you guys winning on these plays for sure. And we're going to have more of these plays. I think one of the best plays I'm going to have for you as well right now, one of my favorite projects that I have to talk about, of course, is X Pays X, fam. This is the project I launched on Smart DeFi with an epic team. There's a lot of collaborations going on right now. There's a lot of projects talking to us. There's going to be a lot of cross-pollination, and this is going to be pretty epic for what we're doing for the space. And this was launched off of Smart DeFi, fam. I completely forgot about Arena because it's staked. Nice pump. Mr. Mo knows the recipe. I mean, it's that simple. I got my Arena staked as well, just like I have my XPX staked. Just let the development do what it has to do. It's going to happen. Man, everybody who got shooken out of this thing, sideways trading, all these paper hands, whoo, ouch. Paper hands, man, it's tough being a paper hander. I'm telling you, because then you go into this spiral of not being able to catch up to the whole thing and stuff. It's that stuff is dangerous. Another project you should definitely not paper hand is X Pays X. If you've been in any of our spaces, if you've been listening in, you guys have been hearing how the level of collaboration is just continuously growing for this project right here. It's absolutely amazing. Shout out to the community. We're 1 year old, token on Smart DeFi on the BSC chain, launch off of that thing. LGE 121 BNB racked up for that LGE. All-time high 2.7, cruising at $1 million market cap right now. Gonna go a lot higher, fam. All these projects and all these collaborations, you guys get to get ahead of that. You guys know that these things are gonna happen. So the fact that we continue to push forward, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward for your bags to grow, because everything that we do over here at X Pays X, XPX, is going to be going right back into the project, fam. And you guys are going to see that happen time and time again. And you guys see market reacts. Everybody has a knee-jerk reaction. And we're having a little bit of a red day on SD. Nothing to be concerned about. That's just what we do over here. And then we're going to turn it right back around. You guys will see. And we're finding our new floors, fam. That's what it is. You go through a dip. You find your new floors. We're right here at 76 point, let's say 20% staked. Very, very bullish. And I'll show you guys what's actually going on. It's looking really good for us. A lot of collaboration, new partnerships, and expansion, and a healthy looking chart. We're turning this thing right around 1.5 right here, fam. Listen to me, fam. This 1.5, I can't wait till we break that. We're still got a little proving ground, but 1.5 on the price, getting closer to that 1.5 million. It's forget it. And it's going to happen because we have all these projects that are going to be buying up. I don't know why people would want to get out of this right now when you know for a fact that you're going to be able to see projects that you guys hear them on the spaces that they want to get on the store and get them on the store, and it's automatically going to pump your bags. And if you got your XPX token staked, you're just receiving rewards on that, right? So extremely bullish chart. We went through our redistribution right now. I mean, crazy fire sale on all the collaboration and projects that we're talking to. Even if you wanted to be a 10x player, and that's what you're looking at, there's a 10x on this thing all day, but you're getting in at $1 million market cap, and you guys know what happens when you break 10 million. This is what happens, right? When you get past certain market caps, it just catapults. We have not had our moment that it catapulted, fam. I'm gonna let you guys know right there, that rally to all-time high was not a catapult. This is, CG, CMC, great team, great marketing, and that's how we rallied up there. That is not the catapult moment. We're headed towards $5 million market cap. We got a 5K giveaway at that $5 million market cap, which we are going to be doing. And I'm looking forward to that, because then we get into that next realm of like, here we go. And we're going to do it better than before, because a lot of these new floors that are going to be made are going to be projects that are holding XPX in order to be on our Just Shop Crypto store, right? So they'll buy a bag of XPX, they'll stake the XPX, they'll receive exposure, not stop on my YouTube channel, right? Putting in some extra work for this community, putting in some extra work for this project, because I know this is the .com moment, and we're going to provide so much value that value will come back to us, right? So let's get a project on here. They get listed, they buy a bag of XPX, they stake XPX, they're making passive income on XPX. They can do whatever they want with that passive income they made off of XPX. They can sell it, they can burn it, they could throw it in the air. But that initial price, if it stays the same, they stay listed on the store. Why would they not want to stay listed on the store when it's not, unless the project failed or something like that, obviously. But this is nonstop exposure for that project on my YouTube channel, on the X, on the Rumble, on the Kick, right? And at the same time, they get an actual ROI on their marketing investment for their project, because as XPX continues to grow and their investments in here and other projects start to come in and the trading volume happens, they can actually receive passive income just being associated with XPX and having a bag. So this is a really new way of doing things in the space. This is why, we run the WAGMI movement. This is why we're going to continue to grow in this space. So I'm looking forward to this. These are discount prices. Join one of our spaces. Join one of the War on Rugs spaces. Join one of the Ape Tank spaces. And when XPX is there and there's somebody talking to XPX about what we can provide, you can see you can see it and feel the sentiment of people's ears perk up, because we actually have something to build out, fam. So this is not just for individuals to have their crypto Visa cards. This is not just for, projects that are building in the space to pay for their servers and their infrastructures with their, crypto Visa cards, but this is also for businesses and companies in the real world to come into this space and be able to, use their business via the crypto way. And this is bullish. This is not just that as well. This is a project that's going to help facilitate the RWA aspect. If you're an RWA project out there and you're going to be doing revenue stream and you're going to be, doing the payouts like it's said that you're going to do, right? You're going to want XPX, because you're going to have to do that at one point. If you're really going to do revenue share, you're going to need a way to be able to do that. And if you say that XPX is that way that it's going to be done, you can count on people to be like, well, then I know it's going to be done, right? It's going to happen. The only reason they would associate themselves with XPX is because they actually need the technology to be able to do the revenue share, right? So I'm looking forward to highlighting all these real RWA projects. We got Noma token up in the titles. They're going to bring in the whole Kenya, and Africa into Smart DeFi, and we're going to be, collaborating with them, making some things happen. If everything works out, we want things to work out. We want it to make sense for them, make sense for us, and shake some hands and make some things happen. But at the same time, you guys can see, if you're somebody who likes RWA projects, snatch up that RWA project that actually is showing you how they're actually going to do the revenue share and the actual end process of what's going to be going on, right? So this is XPX, fam. X pays X. Whether you're an individual paying another individual, whether you're a business paying your employees through our payroll feature that we have rolling out, whether you're, just trying to fill up your gas tank and you're paying, a store clerk or this gas station to fill up your tank, XPX is here for you guys. Okay, we're here to provide the pickaxes and the shovels. So definitely tap in with us. I'm going to post these links for you guys to come over here. Boom, just like that. Put that right there. I'm going to get our Just Shop Crypto link right here. Boom. There you guys go. If you're a project, if you're a CTO, if you're the CTO of the CTO of CTO, this is an easy way that while you're developing, your project's going to be getting nonstop exposure from being right here on what we got going on at Just Shop Crypto. I got another link for you guys to come check out. I want you guys to give us a follow like that. You guys can join our spaces, join our X, join our Telegram. Come have fun with us. Learn what we're actually doing. Come see what we've actually done. Here we go. Posting this next link right here for you guys right there. Boom. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Ooh, nice. Okay, so looking very good. Shout out to TK for making this. Look at this. What? Crazy, right? Come over here. Let me share this link for you guys. Smash this link if you guys can share this around. Let's go ahead and get this out there. And then let's talk about some projects, fam. Let's and you know what? We got Noma token up here as well. You know, we covered XPX and you know, it's doing fantastic. We're headed towards this, you know, 1.5 up here, and you know, once we break that, it's like, oh, they're going to all-time high. Once we break all-time high, it's like, no, there's gonna be new levels of FOMO coming in, and you'll see that in the space, man. We got a thick liquidity, asset backing is through the roof, and we actually have the number for you guys on the total asset backing in SD is $385,000, and BNB is asset backed. So pretty cool if you guys ask me. And it's looking really, really good. So we got Noma token looking really good as well. Charts looking healthy. Development's looking good. You know, nonstop consolidation for a while. And then just a nice little rally. Look at how it just came to life like that. So shout out to them getting the word out there. Shout out to the FEC team for helping them and stuff like that. I've been seeing their hands in the mix looking really good. And it's actually paying off. And that's what the ecosystem is supposed to do. It's amazing what happens when they do that. And you can see this progress right here in the chart. So, you know, if we grind together, we'll shine together. So they got a nice burn as well, 31% burn. So they're having that price discovery and that price exploration moment right there. And that's, man, I'm looking forward to that moment for XPX as well. We got 16.7% burn, but man, it gets a lot easier for things to pump and the value of your tokens to go up when you know, essentially that supply is burnt up, man. So supply 31% burn. That's wild, everybody. Whoa. That's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, low on Noma. You better, you know, get it while it lasts, and that price discovery should continue to keep happening. And it's at 612K market cap. Go give them a follow on X. Go listen to, you know, what they got as far as RWA. They're doing some conferences in Kenya, and we have a project that's going to be bringing in, you know, the African market into smart DeFi, and this is good for the whole space. So shout out to them, man. Their website's gotten a lot cleaner too. Nice. Very nice. And when we do some of these collaborations, we'll have Duncan and we'll have some of the people come up on stage. We're, you know, finalizing some things, making some things happen, how we can help each other out. And then we can get them to come up on here and talk about how home with tokenized blockchain powered rent to own plans, how all this works. And you guys can hear it right from them themselves, right? So, I mean, a lot of cool stuff. Man, your guys' website is looking really good. I like this. Very nice. Investors, very nice. Very clean, bro. Very clean, very clean. There you guys go, man. Very clean. Very cool. Nice. So come check out nomachain.io. Do your research. Check them out. If you're interested into the RWA aspect, that's going to be a project that is actually going to have the tools to do the payouts at the end. I know, because we're going to be handing that over, man. We just want the space to grow. And we want those serious projects that are building for the space to be successful. So shout out to Noma Token as well. And shout out to FEC Token and all the gorillas, you know, for making this platform to let us grow on here and find all these really solid projects that are going to take it to the next level. So find these solid projects. They do exist, and find the solid communities, the solid teams, and go all the way with them, fam. Just take it all the way and keep building things out, right? So let's go ahead and get over here to this. As we can start right here, right? We can. What do we got right here? We got Jerry the Turtle in the house. We got any Jerry the Turtle? Let's see if Jerry the Turtle's in the house. They've been pulling up strong, man. I know they're bouncing right back. And I think this is a great example as well, as far as some of the pump that happens and some of the psychological barriers, how important they are. I didn't make up the rules. I'm just noticing them, right? Look at this. $5 million market cap. Look at this. $5 million market cap, $5 million market cap, trying to hit the $5 million market cap, trying to hitting the 5 million, breaking above the 5 million, broke 5 million, went to 10, broke 10, went to 22. This is going to keep happening in the space. We're going to be able to keep highlighting this back to back. It's pretty amazing how this continues to happen, right? And a lot of times, if when this doesn't hold $10 million market cap, we have this moment where it comes down to 5. But you can see this community rallying strong, and it's bounced off of 5 and bounced off of it again, and they're headed back towards 10 million. You put this at the same time when BTC kind of scares the market and people get scared out of their positions, and this is what happens. And the real Chads and everybody who believes in the real project and likes the narrative, they're going to snatch it up at these prices and, essentially go all the way with the project. So let me know if Jerry the Turtle's in here and if they're going to go all the way with the project. Are you guys going all the way? He's like, yeah, of course we are. Very nice. It's a great weekend, man. It's a chill day for everybody. It's a quiet stream. And I'm sure if we would have had the $500 giveaway over here on X, we would have had the crypto Twitter just all over us, right? So Jerry the Turtle holding strong. I mean, still posting a lot of stuff. Engagement from all the influencers, engagement from the community. And set it and forget it. You can feel it in the market where that euphoria part, because of that pullback from 110 pulling back, as everybody's like, oh man, here we go again, right? But if you got a solid project, you got a solid community, take the pullback on the chin. I've seen many projects rally right back up and go a lot higher. Let's see if the Kendu Army, let's see how they're doing. Let's see if they're in here. 24 million. Shout out to the Kendu Army right there. Very nice. Holding very strong, doing good. The Kendu Chads. The Kendu Chads. Can you do what Kendu do? What's up, fam? It's been a while since I had the coffees. I think this project's going to be a project that bounces back. That you'll see, some consolidation, redistribution. People that see the price go back up and they're like, okay, I finally get out. But then we snatch the price back up and we go higher again. And that is Kendu right there, fam. Kendu is definitely doing that. Their community is very strong. I think this is a legit CTO. The Dev Bounce, I think he even launched a few other projects, and these guys have just kept doing what they're doing over here. So they don't gamble, they just work, man, and that's what they've been doing. So shout out to, Kendu Inu for everything that they're doing, and for the community just staying really, really strong in the space. And I'm sure that they have what it takes. This is their psychological barrier. Just like I think Feg Token has to fight past that psychological barrier, $50 million market cap. You come over here and you go to Volt. Same thing over here with Volt Inu. It breaking past the $50 million market cap, it'll bring the sensation back. And the $50 million market cap is just a $5 million market cap with a zero. Excuse me. That's all it is. So here goes Volt. $50 million market cap is going to be where they bounce back. We got the 20 right here for sure. But up here, this 50 is where things get crazy. This top out right here, this is where this area is like, whoa, it gets really wild. Because they went through their dip for sure. And I started covering Volt again. It was in this section right here, and it literally rallied right back up. Almost went right back to 70-something million dollar market cap. But it's pulled back and it's consolidated, but it can only consolidate for so long, where eventually it turns around. And they have a very active community. They're extremely bullish. They're volted nonstop, and I think that this community has what it takes. The community itself has what it takes to go to the next level. But it's a perfect example how like the bigger plays that have went up to very high market caps and they pull back, they got to go through this no matter what. Like everybody has to go through the pullback and what the pullback is about actually, right? So shout out to the Volt Inu community. Let's go over to the deck screener. Looking at Arena right now at $42 million market cap. There's going to be a lot of humble pies dished out. Like I said, fam, we're in the beginning of this thing. It's not done. Bitcoin has not done this. What is Arena going to be when Bitcoin's way up there? Psh, I don't know. It's going to be crazy though. But I think it's a top 100 crypto for sure. So very, very nice Arena right there. That is definitely a good hold. Just stake it, forget about it. If you get more AVAX, get Arena, stake it, forget about it, and just keep doing that, rinse and repeat. So shout out to everybody who's been tapped in with me, those with the bell notification, those, taking it to the next level. And, although obviously everybody knows I love XPX, it would be an injustice if I saw potential like this in the space and I didn't share it with you guys. So that's why we're checking out everything in the space and we're making sure that, we're finding the things that we actually like. Let's see what else we got up in here. Okay, we got Brett right here. How's Brett doing? 9.3, not bad. AD up in here. Brett's doing pretty good. Still holding strong. 15 million is that psychological barrier. You see where that 50 million up here is that shelf. This community stays strong. They keep doing things. They're strong almost all the time. You can't fade a strong community and a project that can just hold these market caps. They're just waiting for that next breakout, and it takes a little bit of redistribution to continue to happen, and then you'll have that pop happen, right? Because the redistribution is just people putting selling pressure for whatever reason they're putting selling pressure, right? But that's fine. To each his own. If nobody sold, the price will only go up. That's the crazy thing. So this is OG Brett, the original Brett on Ethereum, fam. I'm still very bullish on this community. I didn't even take profits when it went all the way up here, and I got in when they first started pulling up over here at like 1 point something million. I'm still in profit on this right here. But you know what? I said I would want to see this Matt Fury play go to 100 million and beyond, and I think it has the potential to do that. So let's go to another kind of ethy play. Let's go to Bomi. This one's been doing really good as well. And I know these communities are really close, so let's bring them up. They were just right back over a million, went to 1.27, having a little bit of a pullback. Nothing. I mean, this community should not be too concerned with this because they went to 1.7 and pulled all the way back down to 260k, shook everybody and their mom out, and then turned right back around to 1.2. So very bullish to see this thing coming back to life and being strong. I'm pretty sure that this thing's going to have its next leg. It has the almost like perfect market cap to liquidity ratio for it to get very sendy pretty quick. And this is Book of Miggles. This is the Book of Memes narrative, and also the Miggles narrative. So first book to be added to the Book of Miggles library will be this one right here. So some collaboration with this project. I mean, that's good. Some cross-pollination. This is probably another project over here. We can learn more about this one. This is what we do. Let's see what we got right here. Let's grab this contract address. Let's see what we got going on. What is this collaboration about? Are they on the same chain? What's going on? What's the thing? And we'll finish. So it's on base, 3.1 million. Pretty cool. Look at that. And it had a nice, let's see what it did. Ooh, this one had a couple of nice ups. 23 million. I wonder, you guys think that it had to do something with breaking past 10 million and catapulting? There's no way that we can say that again, right? Well, here goes 10 million. And here goes your 5 million. Amazing, right? Amazing. How does that look? Breaking past the 5, break past the 10, catapult to 20 something. Happens every time. Crazy shakeout. Everybody's shaking out all the way down to 300 and something K. Went all the way back up to what? 5 first. Broke past the 5, dipped back below, went to the 10, and here we go. I think there's an issue with the TG bot. It just removed Psychedelic Angel and Dynamic right when they joined. What, with the BYD5 one? Well, we'll see if I can add them again. I'll personally add them and see what's going on with them. If that one, have them actually register with this right here. So make sure that you guys are registered already. So like that, when I add you guys, that bot doesn't kick you guys out. It's like that. We can get you guys those giveaways, man, to the real ones, and you guys can have some fun trading in the space. But I mean, pretty interesting right here with this one. This is a base play. They got some collaboration, and they got collaboration with a really, this is a project that probably has a really big community from all this running around that is done. And, it's found it's crazy supports down here at this, like this one first down here was crazy, shook everybody out. I mean, 261 all the way back to 10, and now it's cruising at 3.1. So it could be the next leg up for this one. And since they're collaborating and doing all this collaboration with Book of Miggles, this is healthy for the space. This is what goes on. So, they're doing the collaboration. You see Book of Miggles now over here on their page. So that's that cross pollination that we're talking about, where most people will probably want to come over and get a bag of Book of Miggles. So Book of Miggles pretty undervalued, and this one right here most likely, because now you're seeing that cross pollination, and we'll see what's going to come of it. We'll see how big this actually gets and the potential that it has. This one, all it has to do is break $5 million market cap, and you got yourself what that OK Frog just did, right? This one hasn't broke the 5 million. This one hasn't broke the 10 million. So I'm trying to bring you guys this level of exposure to a project that hasn't done that yet, that can have that serious pop and you can make some serious gains. That is Book of Miggles. Make it wiggle. All right. All right, let's see what's next. Let's see what we can find up on here. Let me know what you guys are buying in the chat as well. We got Meme Link right here, 3.2. Little pullback. I can see this thing turning around. We got some spaces coming up and actually have some some spaces coming up and the beta being released. All right, so some spaces possibly coming up and some betas being released. So right here, let's run a bullish meme contest for random winners. Winners will get $25 each of Meme Link tokens, 4-day runtime. There you guys go right there. And it's going to be coming out soon. What is he talking about? Let's see what this guy.
It's for the beginning of cryptocurrency.
Let's see.
Hello, everyone. Today is a very important day. It's where the beginning of cryptocurrency and the real world start
what's up, James?
coming together.
Appreciate you, brother.
Now, no social media today is 100% crypto friendly. They always suspend
and that is true.
That
That your account will get suspended. You do get shadow banned. We got to grind for these views on YouTube and X and everything that we do and stuff like that. So they do shadow ban people.
Shadow ban you. They always block you. They're not crypto friendly at all. So memelink.com public beta is now live. And what does that mean?
So it's now live.
That means that you can go into memelink.com, create your own account, and start posting about anything related to your personal life, to cryptocurrency, whatever you want to.
Tell me about your guys' personal life. We're not going to even watch it. There you guys go. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ah. Nice, right? Very cool. Like this. Shout out to you, bro. I mean, I know development's not easy. It takes freaking time, and you got your back end devs, you got your front end devs, the guys helping you with UI, the stuff that you do, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. But you know what is cool is that you're doing it the right way. It's here. The people can come over here and have it. So shout out to Pablo Crow. Let him know I said what's up. Let the whole Meme Link community know that they should be pretty pumped up about this because, here it goes coming out right there where everybody can go ahead and engage. So you guys can log in through your crypto wallet, or you guys can social login straight through your X and whatnot like that. So I'll do this through my XPX. Let's see. Let's get XPX on Meme Link. I'll do that afterwards just to make sure you guys don't hack me or anything like that, right? So I put my seed phrase in. Hard week here personally. Dad passed away. Oh my God. Psychedelic Angel, much love and respect to you and your family. You know that we're here for you, the whole XPX community, not just here for you, but also here for your family, and sending your whole family a lot of love and a lot of respect. Yeah, this stuff is not easy, and I appreciate you still taking the time out of your day to pull up for us and pull up for what we're doing. I really appreciate it. Very nice. We're going to get through it together, Psychedelic Angel. That's for sure. That is for sure. We're going to get through that together, and we're going to keep doing that. So right here we got Meme Link, social fight app. Come check it out. You got all the YouTubers. Like you got Kimber. You got, everybody talking about Meme Link right here. Come check this one out. Come check this one out. Come check Pablo Crow out and what they got going on over there. You guys can sign up for that one. Not and definitely don't get locked out. And eventually that's going to get some traction, some recognition. So you're seeing some discount prices on Meme Link. It did kind of what a lot of other projects do, right? Break the 10 million, go up to about 20 something, and then it pulls back. But you can see that a lot of other projects, if you're building something serious, if you're building some real utility, you got a real community, it's not nothing to turn it right back around and get it right back up there. So discount prices on your SocialFi app happening right now. You don't want the same thing that I told you about with Arena to happen over here. So tap in, fam. Tap in 100%. Let's see what else we got right here. I built an international team promoting us, and so far so good. We're doing quality comments and spreading it across the team. Very nice, bro. Man, it takes a village, man. It takes a village. Not letting me join the TG either. Okay, I'll have you guys re-added. I saw when it booted some of you guys, but I'll have you guys re-added and make sure that you guys make sure you have your especially Psychedelic Angel and like Sharon. Make sure if you guys are already registered to BYD-Fi, I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to, still send it to you no matter what, even if you're not in the TG. But I would join the TG and I'll figure it out on my end after the stream. So, and I'm going to be doing more of this, and getting them to do more giveaways and getting BYD-Fi to tap into the communities. They're taking a lot of my advice I'm saying as far as, having some fun, doing some giveaways on the stream, right? You don't see that too often, but you guys know that we've done that on the stream, right? So being able to pull that together and make that happen for you guys is what I love to do and what we'll continue to do, right? We got Arrowbud over here holding strong, man. Look at Arrowbud. We haven't covered them in a while. Toasty Sheepnut's been gone for a while, but look at this, $12 million market cap, holding that, $10 million market cap really, really strong. And same thing, broke 10 million, went a lot higher, went all the way up to 73 million, pulled all the way down to 3.7 million, and now it's consolidating at around $12 million market cap, right? So this is what it's all about, finding solid projects. And now you know what the potential that it has. Are they building nonstop? Do they have what it takes to take this all the way? I mean, that's a huge potential there, right? And you got to identify these communities, and you can do that by going to their X. You can do that by seeing how strong the chart is holding, how resilient, people are pricing out the Jeets, how often they're posting content. Are they delivering on what they say they're going to do? Are they, strapped in on a daily basis for you? And you'll find yourself a great project that you don't have to worry about too much, and you can just let that bag grow organically on its own. And I want that for all of you guys, whether it's through XPX or whether it's through Arrowbud or where it's Arena. We brought you that play super early. Watch how everybody else is going to be telling you guys about this. And they're going to swear like they're the first ones, but just let them, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you guys win. That's what really matters to me. Here we go. We got another project proving this $10 million market cap scenario. This is Captain BNB for the BNB chain. And the strength of community is everything. I mean, here we broke 10 million. They went all the way up to, it's kind of like what Arrowbud did. Arrowbud did 70 something. This one did 60 something. But you have that pullback, and you'll see that now you have a community that's fighting for that 10 million, pushing even stronger, pushing even harder to go higher, to break some higher market caps. And they have a loud enough community, and they're not just making noise, but they're actually doing stuff in this space. They have a great meme because they have something that every time, oh man, shout out to Guardia. They follow me actually because this is one of the first wallets, and I remember one of the first spaces. See, they follow Rico Moneybags. It's pretty cool, but I was like, hey man, you got to give me a follow, because it's like full circle that when I first came into crypto, that's one of the wallets that I first got in 2017. As far as like diving completely into crypto. So like the fact to have it, I was in a space and talking to them. I was like, whoa, I never thought when I got their wallet that I'd be in a space actually having a conversation with them. That's kind of crazy. And that's the exposure and kind of different time that we're in when it comes to cryptocurrency. You're able to speak to the developers. You're able to speak to, the people of cryptocurrency and stuff like that. So pretty nice, pretty bullish. Binance, what are you trying to say with this? Oh, the moon. That's what that looks like. It looks like a moon landing and plant Binance on the moon. Is that a signal? Oh, it says it right there, Rico. You didn't even see it? Forever to the moon. What? They got Ronaldo on Binance? What? Is that Ronaldo? I'm pretty sure that's Ronaldo. Watch all the football guys get mad at me right now. That's crazy right there. That's huge marketing. Oh my God, that's so good for BNB. That is so good for B&B, fam. Whoo! I am loving the idea of it has to be him. There's no way they would have posted it right there and or somebody that looks super close to who he is. But maybe you guys know something I don't know. Let me know if Ronaldo's over here representing B&B, but he has a huge fan base. And if that fan base came into the B&B chain, oh, let's go. Oh yeah, here he goes right here. I'm just scrolling right past it. What am I doing? Wait a second. Wow. Okay, let's go B&B.
He's showing amazing results for zero gravity.
Let's go
I
B&B.
haven't pressed the button yet. So the answer will be 7.77 then.
Uh-huh.
I did my own research.
7.77 then.
What are you feeling?
Fear,
Uncertainty?
doubt. To the moon and back. Let's go.
Jeez, they got Ronaldo, fam.
9, 8.
And if they got Ronaldo, you know who else they got? They got iShowSpeed. If you get iShowSpeed talking about that Ronaldo's doing B&B commercials, some of that's going to spill into B&B. I'm having a good moment right now. This is why I like to do it unscripted because we just find it live. I'm even scrolling past it like a bunch of times because I'm in my zone or whatever. But here we go. This is to the moon.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Wow, this
Whoa.
launch is even better.
Let's go B&B.
My new digital collection is now available.
What?
What you waiting for?
His own digital collection? Cristiano Ronaldo. Whoa, fam. Whoa, fam. What? Fam. I don't know if you guys know how bullish that is for B&B right now. Your IP, don't worry, we'll fix that. Whoa, fam, that is bullish. Let's go. Nice. That's how, okay, it doesn't get, that's the biggest player right now. That is huge. And let iShowSpeed buy this. Ronaldo even had NFTs on Binance a few years ago. I didn't know that, bro. That just slipped right by. So let's get him wearing more B&B again. They must have turned it right back up, bro. And I'm looking to the day that we get what? iShowSpeed talking about, he's wearing a Ronaldo Binance jersey. Ooh, that's crazy, right? That's bullish, fam. That's exciting to see Binance taking that. This is fresh off the press. This is 2 days ago. So very nice. I'm loving this. Loving this right here. If you're on the Binance Smart Chain like XPX Feg Token, Noma Token, and all the other Binance projects, his YouTube channel broke records like the day it went live. So if he continues to bring his demographic and everybody into the Binance Smart Chain, it's up to us to, acquire these new investors coming in. That is super cool. I love what I get to do here, fam. So Captain B&B, I mean, you guys led me on this path. That's why we got to cover all these things, right? Because here we are right here, more B&B hype happening with a great community holding this $10 million market cap. They can break some serious market caps and just hold those floors and let more people enter the Binance Smart Chain. We don't have the same sensation yet that we did last time, the last bull run on the Binance Smart Chain, that we need to have right now. And that's going to happen like with things like this. It's just going to ignite and happen out of nowhere. So very cool to see that. Very cool to see, Captain B&B staying active and a lot of things happening for the Binance Smart Chain. I mean, that is so cool. Very, very bullish, fam. Loving what I'm seeing. Loving what I'm seeing in the space. When in doubt, zoom out. That's what it is. You gotta get the whole picture of this. Man, that's bullish. Man, that is bullish, fam. So we're right around the hour mark. Always cool shades, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. This is one way to protect your eyes, though. I know that when you got 4 screens staring at you. I used to have sharp vision, and I'll be honest with you guys, it has, looking at 4 screens all day is not healthy. I can tell you that right now. Plus a little bit of age on there. You're like, wait a minute, those letters look tiny, Saphir. What's going on with that? But we're here. We're here for the long run. So I got crazy laser eyes behind these shades that I gotta I'm not trying to burn up everything over here. So Captain BNB looking really good, looking really, really good. I like this. I'm loving this space. And we got, you know what? Let me see if we can find some stuff. We're gonna have some people up. I see James still up in here. James, this is some of the stuff that I'm talking about. And this is a weekend stream, a little bit slower than usual, but nonetheless, we're here and we're live. But this is what I'm talking about, where you guys can come up here, talk about Chronora, and get everybody on the same page and be able to collaborate. And that's gonna happen with projects getting on this justshopcrypto.com, and those who are associated with XPX get to take this ride with us and be able to get some of this cross pollination that we got going on. So very, very bullish times up ahead. I think we had a fantastic live stream for the weekend. It is Friday. I know everybody wants to relax. I don't blame you. I mean, the markets are testing everybody. You're seeing the shakeouts before the breakouts, and all the knee-jerk reactions in the space. But if you're staying long term in this vision, like Chronora, or like XPX, or the builders in the space, or quads, and you're building for this multi-cycle idea and this .com moment, then these are just pullbacks that are going to happen no matter what. I'm waiting for this to play out. I need this to show me every other time this has happened. Every other time this has happened in the space, whether it was a red president or blue president, or there was wars going on, no wars going on, Bitcoin rallied up and came into the yellows and orange. So this season, we have BlackRock ETFs, Vanguard, Fidelity, we have Michael Saylors, we have everybody coming into the market. We don't have the FTXs, we don't have the Celsius, we don't have the Luna, we don't have the Voyager. We have everybody now super friendly around crypto, and you're going to tell me that this time it's not going to go into the yellow and orange? I don't know. I know that it's not going to happen overnight, and I know that it's going to take some time, but I'm banking on it that it will, right? And if it does what gold did when gold became an ETF, it ran up for 8 years straight. To me, I would consider that a super cycle. Now, we're not really sure if that's what's going to happen. Just like the people, when they invested into gold when it first became an ETF, they didn't know that it was going to shoot up for 8 years straight. Right? It consolidated. It shook people out. Go look at the chart. I encourage you to go look at when gold became an ETF. There was some shaking and baking that had to happen before it rallied up for 8 years straight. The funny part is, I know that life likes to be romantic. It's kind of poetic at times. 8 years is 2 Bitcoin cycles. And I would consider that a super cycle. So if the gold standard of cryptocurrency does what the gold standard did when it became an ETF, then I believe that we are in the eye of the hurricane, and it's just calm, and we don't even notice that we're actually in this super cycle spinning around us like crazy. So I'm happy to be with you guys on this journey. I'm happy to be around, other developers of different levels of craft and different levels of experience, so that we can continue to build these things out and learn from each other to be a part of this multi-cycle experiment blockchain technology that we all love, right? We're going to be here when Bitcoin's over here. We're going to be here when Bitcoin's over here. And I think we're right in the eye of the hurricane, and we're in a super cycle that's spinning out of control, but it's just calm in the eye of the hurricane. It seems like nothing's going on. It's like, what's going on? How can it be ETF, BlackRock buying more, all this development going on, but the price is not just shooting up? Because what's going on is that this has to go higher. This has to go higher, and it will go higher. It will definitely go higher. We're just watching this old world get torn up around us, so that we can build this new world with projects like Chronora and XPX, Feg Token, Smart DeFi, Quads. We're the new builders of the future. So I appreciate you guys so much for pulling up and spending this hour with me on the weekend. You guys enjoy this weekend with your family. I'm not going to take up too much of your guys' time. I think we got it on set it and forget it, right? Let's just do it like that. We got our bags parked in serious projects. We know that we got the hottest cryptocurrency market happening, and it hasn't hit the yellow and orange. Let me get my altcoin season. Let me see what's going on over here. And I want to see where we're all at, how far we built when Bitcoin had hit these peaks and altcoin season's there. What is Chronoro going to be up there when Bitcoin's at, $250,000, when altcoin season's hot? What is XPX going to be up there? What is a Quad's going to be up there? So I'm just looking forward to that. I'm going to keep doing the work. You guys keep helping me, meet me halfway, share these streams, like the video, leave the comments. And if we grind together, we'll shine together. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys cannot do that, continue to come back and experience the